Welcome to Tanks Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, a professional woman. As a recording time of 3:45 p.m. at Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $2,603, up about 1.3% so far. With respect to over crypto market and the equity market, we are reviving back up a little bit after Joe Biden's speech that happened around 2:10 p.m. on Eastern Time. And technically, he was a little bit delayed for approximately 85 minutes to be exact, right? The meeting or the speech was supposed to happen around like 12:45 p.m. on Eastern Time to 1 p.m. on Eastern Time, but it seems like he was a little bit late, so it's technically start like an hour and 15 minutes late than the scheduled time frame. And with respect to that time frame, despite it was a relatively short one, it drove some fear mongering, uncertainty, where the Dow obviously dipped down from 400 basis point to 600 basis point, but now it had kind of bounced back up based on the verbiage that we've heard from Joe Biden on a confirmatory perspective, right? So on a high level, what did Joe Biden say, right? Basically, he believes that the invasion that Russia has against Ukraine has already begun, right? And to counter that, he's basically laid out a tranche one sanction on against Russia onto its financial firms, sovereign debts, and individuals that are in the high net worth spectrum, onto people like some of Putin's close friends and elite network, and onto sanctions on Russian banks like the VEB and its military bank, right? And they will keep the eye out on the negativity from Russia on an offensive front, but U.S. has pronounced many times that they on a defensive front, that they are prepared for the next move, right? If they're gonna continue to escalate, right, they will obviously escalate the sanction to tranche 2, tranche 3, etc., alongside with what Boris Johnson has already announced about 48 or 24 hours ago, if you may, right? So it seems like it's something progressively happening, not positive, not negative. Let's just hope that the war doesn't happen, despite the verbiage. He basically said that invasion has already begun, which is the rationale on the initialization of the sanction, right? But somehow, the market conveyed this as some sort of like optimistic type of signal, which subsequently bounced back up to the previous level, right? So let's just dive into technical analysis without wasting more time. Again, with respect to recording time of 3:45 p.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $2,604, up about 1.34% so far. At the moment, right now, we are basically about $20 below the next resistance level of 2,625, right? So technically, we're there. We're just gliding, sleeping away, not really doing much, right? Because it wasn't like a major needle driver. The war is technically, well, based on media affectation, has not really broken out. Beside, what Joe Biden said in his verbiage that the invasion has begun, but I don't think the attack or the full-on offensive battle is initialized yet, if you may, right? But obviously it's still developing, and we have to keep an eye out on. If it actually progresses in a de-escalated fashion, obviously sanction 2 in a tranche 2 perspective will obviously be initialized, right? So something to think about, but if we get positive signals in the near future, technically we'll go back up to 2,850. If it's negative, obviously 2,360 in the near term. Respect to Bitcoin, down up about 2% as well. We're basically gliding back into a comfortable level, right? Basically, this is like a magnet, right? Each of these bars are like a magnet that we tend to have the propensity to go to. So right now, that's the level that we at right now with the 38 out of 70. So it's still a logical level to get into in terms of dollar cost average. If we break the current level, right, 34,500 is the next level. Dogecoin is at the 13 cents at the moment. Let me just try to reframe this. There we go. So it seems like we're gliding just around the 13 cents, anywhere from 13 cents all the way to 12 cents from here, the 37 out of 70, still logical. Respect to Cardano, is up about 2.3%, 87 right now, so 87 to 81 cents is still logical. We're relatively oversold right now with the 33 out of 70. Respect to Solana, have bounced back up a little bit. We were at the around 82, 83 dollars level earlier when we were like at the around like 33 out of 70, and seems like we're reviving back up a little bit right now. But again, anywhere from basically the current level all the way to 81 or $80 is still logical. XRP is down about 7% right now. I like current level. The current level is not not terrible, but in a technical perspective, for me, with my risk aversion, I like anywhere from 63 cents all the way to 57. Polkadot it's down about 2.5% at 1627 right now, at 32 out of 70. Anywhere from like basically current level all the way to 1580 is still logical. Algorand's down about 4%. Anywhere from current level to 75 cents is still logical. Seems like we're reviving right now a little bit at 32 out of 70. So yeah, Algorand is not terrible at the moment. Shiba Inu is kind of struggling, right? It's down. It's up about 2.5%. Up about 2.5%. But we know that's not like a real level, right? We are just lingering around like the 2,500. Like a flat number, right? But I would personally just incur risk around like low 2000s, 1400 to 900 from here. We're still at the 43, so it's like still at the upper echelon mid level. Polygon is up about 2%, 142 to 120 at the 37 out of 70. AVAX up about 3.5%. We will still be coming down. We're just in between right now. Again, 59 to 50 right now at the 43 out of 70. So not the most opportune time yet. Luna is up about 7%, right? Like with respect to the level, right? 62, 52 to 45. We're basically $1.50 above the next level, the 52. We're at the 47 out of 70 right now, right? So not the best, not the worst. Again, right? You really have to believe in this long term, right? But I personally would ideally be buying below 52, like anywhere from 52 all the way to 45 from here, right? So based on the short speech that we heard from Joe Biden, obviously we are taking a defensive mode, and at the same time, we are, seems like based on Joe Biden's verbiage, we are prepared if it further obviously de-escalate from here. I do hope that we don't, right? And obviously across the world in different nations, we are performing sanctions, and if this gets worsened, obviously the war will break out, and this could be another negative media affectation driving the market to go down. But on a technical front, we know where the frames of reference we will be watching out for, right? Ultimately, the market cannot just sell down in one shot. It has to come down or go up in a logical manner. So that's why we keep an eye out on the technical front. So hope you guys all have a great Tuesday. Today's the first day after the U.S. holiday. Yesterday was the President's Day, obviously. So appreciate you for joining me, and let's we do have a relatively shorter week this week. Obviously today is already, it feels like a Monday, but obviously it's a Tuesday. But anyways, let's just keep working. I'll keep an eye out on any new developments. If there's any new updates, I'll be right here. Appreciate you. Take care. Bye.